No, you stay. No, you stay. I'm not going to stay. No, not today. Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, crypto billionaires and millionaires. This is FXPassion, broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is the Crypto Thursday, right? 11 of 11, nice number, right? So everybody, as always, stop bothering. Somebody is asking, what are the students going to tell you are not in a business shirt? I'm free today. I'm going to walk the dogs today. So, okay, everybody. Risk disclaimer: the webinars are not investment or trading advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Don't invest or trade money that you cannot afford to lose. Crypto assets carry a high degree of risk and are not suitable for all investors and traders. Always do your own homework before you act. Okay, and in the end we're going to have a surprise for you. Again, as always, I'm not a professional on cryptos, but I am a technical trader and a portfolio manager, and in my opinion, my humble opinion is here. This is the portfolio. This is my humble opinion, everybody. This is the 90 days and all. Last week we were here, we were at 8,000, the portfolio was at 8,000 something, and well, it's moving up and down, right? This is the market, up and down, up and down. Hello Miguel, how are you? Miguel, I'm going to have a great news for everybody, okay? But in the end, so the portfolio was 8,700 something, and then it dropped to, of course, it's normal, but then we are roughly at 9,300, right? So in my humble opinion, everybody, the crypto market is going to produce the next millionaires and billionaires in the next 3 to 5 years. Again, in my opinion, and therefore we are having the lazy crypto portfolio, everybody. Okay, this is the 1 day course. Okay, it's really just 5 hours, and we are teaching people like Miguel, and me, which we are not professional on cryptos, no blockchain discussions, no smart contract, no whatever might be, we are just trying and learning and understanding, we are learning how to do this. Make sense, everybody? So this is my humble opinion, and every first week of the month we are showing you the portfolio results. Well, we are showing you this every week, and I'm having a lazy portfolio course every 3 months, 20 people max. Why 20 people max? Because of so many questions. Okay, quality first, we need to answer the questions. Connect if you want more info, so I added my Skype here, everybody, or my Gmail, education fxpassion@gmail.com, or Skype name education fxpassion. If you want to not lose the news, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called Crypto Millionaire / Crypto Portfolio. That being said, let's check the news, the good news and the bad news, right, and the ugly news. So, Russia to change laws for digital ruble. Why central bank mulls 2022 prototype. Russian lawmakers will reportedly begin to work on the legal adjustment needed to implement the digital ruble. Is this good for the cryptocurrencies? Yes and no, everybody. This is good news for the crypto market, but not necessarily, a good news for Bitcoin or Ethereum. Hello Lucas, how are you? Make sense, everybody? Because China has the digital yuan, but China banned Bitcoin and Ethereum. China banned most of the cryptocurrencies for financial transactions. Okay, so and Russia is moving to the digital ruble. So this is the news. from this week. And European Central Bank, Panetta says, likely to be legal tender. So European Union Central Bank digital currencies will probably become a legal tender in the jurisdiction of their issuance, the European Central Bank's Fabio Panetta said. Now this is good news for the crypto market. Okay, talking about the systemic risk that everything can go to zero. Don't be happy, everybody. There comes the bad news too. Just give it a second. Okay. Policy November 9. Swiss Central Bank ready to run with digital currency in January. Just takes a policy decision. So the National Bank of Switzerland has completed testing of wholesale of Swiss exchange SDX as is technically ready to go live according to. So they are going to sell their digital currency, everybody. The Swiss National Bank says it will technically be ready to launch a wholesale central bank digital currency in January, while it's the retail facing version that tends to grab most attention. The argument for whatever might be. Okay, so this is good news. Okay, now the crypto industry isn't too thrilled about Biden's big policy moves. So now we are getting the sphere on taxation. Crypto lobbyists now face two problematic tax provisions and some debatable recommendation to on stablecoin regulation. Everybody, now you are seeing the charts and you are seeing that Gianpaolo got the Lambo, and you are seeing the charts, you know, what Dashcoin moving up and Bitcoin moving up and Ethereum moving up and ADA and whatever might be the case. Makes sense? If Uncle Biden, you know, if Uncle Biden is going to tax too much the miners, the guys who mine, you know, Passion, this is too much too, I don't understand. If Biden, I mean the government, is going to tax too much the programmers who are sustaining this, that you can see this how fluctuates, everybody, then we are going to have, I mean talking about the investors, not traders, I'm against trading the cryptos, everybody, we are going to see, or we are going to have big problems. Make sense? You know? Passion, why? Explain this a little bit more. You have a business, okay? And you have costs running your business, right? And let's not make it too complicated, everybody, right? Let's use the lazy approach, okay? This is the lazy approach to understand this stuff. Okay, so you run a business like me and Miguel and Lucas, you know, and per year our expenses equal to $100,000. Okay, just an example. Okay, we are running a crypto business, whatever might be the case. This is the lazy approach. You don't need to know about mining and smart contracts, okay? So we are running a business, and per year our expenses are $100,000, right? Okay, now, and it's going to be a BS example, but just for you to understand, okay? Now, revenue equals profits, you know, revenue equals profits. Let's say that we made 1 million, right? 1, 2, 3 billion dollars, okay? Revenue, okay? And remember, it's going to be a BS an example, okay? I'm exaggerating, but just for you to understand. And let's say that Biden comes along and he tax the cryptos 90% of profits. Oh, he's never going to do that. It's a BS example for you to understand. If they are going to tax too much, and this is you know, oh, I made $1 million this year. if you, I'm looking left because I have the screen on the left. If you run a business, whatever might be the case, and you have $100,000 expenses, you need to drink coffee, you need to use the cell phone, you have electricity, internet, you have employees, you are paying them, your expenses are $100,000 per year, an example. And you made $1 million, right? You are fired up and you want to buy the Lambo, and your accountant is calling you and says, don't buy the Lambo yet, don't buy the Lambo yet, you know, and you, why not? You know, we need to pay taxes first. And you say, okay, fair enough, let's pay taxes. And so you made $1 million of profit, right? And taxes are going to eat 90% of this million. How much money did you make in the whole year? So this is the line. Everybody type in the chat. This is the lazy approach to this news. You know, for it, did you make any money? Hello Allah, how are you? I'm going to tell you I have great news, everybody, at the end. And somebody's typing on YouTube, you know, Passion, why aren't you in a shirt? Because I just walked my dogs. I'm free today. Makes sense? I just came to the office to talk to everybody. We should change the Crypto Thursday to Crypto Coffee with FXPassion. Everybody. So you have your expenses and you have the revenue, and the tax is 90% of profits. How much money did you make in the year? Type in the chat, everybody. 90% of 1 million is how much? Right? And again, somebody, it's coming late to the show, and on the other streaming platform, you know, somebody's typing, oh, they are never going to tax 90%. Okay, now what if they tax, everybody, this is just an example. What if they tax, edit label, what if they tax 70%? What if they tax 70% and your expenses are $400,000? Then what? Okay? Miguel, my friend, do you understand this? This is the lazy approach. Is this understandable, Miguel? What is this news about? And what is this news about? The crypto industry, this is from this week, everybody. The crypto industry isn't too thrilled about Biden's big policy moves. We are talking about taxes. Crypto lobbyists now face 2 problematic tax provisions and some debatable recommendation on stablecoin regulation. So these taxes, you know, so we talked about this already. These taxes, you know, maybe don't apply to you as an investor. I mean, they are still trying to figure out how they're going to tax the cryptos, but they have two options. They can tax the profits of on the investments. Sorry, everybody, I need to quiet the phone. You know, the accountant is calling, don't buy the Lambo yet. So okay. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. So they can tax the investors or the traders for the profits, but the other way, they can tax the business. They can overtax the exchanges. They can overtax the guys who are coding this whole network. You know, make sense? Okay. And so if they do something then we that are making money right now, until this moment, we are going to face problems, because this beautiful portfolio graph is going to start to decline. Make sense? And this is what it's called, one of the structural risks. Okay, everybody? So more or less good news. Good news, European Central Bank. Good news, Swiss Central Bank. bad news from the USA, you know. And if you think, oh, but this applies to the USA, remember everybody, governments are like friends, you know. They are talking to each other, you know. I mean, you have competitive governments, of course. China doesn't like the USA, the USA doesn't like China, but otherwise, you know, governments are like this. They have friends and they talk to each other, and sometimes they are taking ideas from each other. Make sense? It's all about power, everybody, never forget this. Okay, so bad news. Kazakhstan Senate this week approves legislation regulating crypto service providers. Good news for the cryptos. Kazakhstan, according to the new legislation passed by the upper house of the country's national parliament on Monday, crypto businesses in Kazakhstan may soon be subject to anti-money laundering regulation. This is great news, as reported by local news. Okay. Next, Zimbabwe may be the next country to embrace Bitcoin as legal tender. Congratulations, Zimbabwe. Hopefully, we are going to help not the babysitters. My English, it's, you know, those guys that are protecting the elephants. Okay, so we can end the poachers game. Make sense? Zimbabwe's government is considering utilizing Bitcoin as legal payments option to meet his growing demand and harness the technology, according to local news. Great. And now, bad news again. In the policy, Indonesia's religious leaders declare crypto illegal for Muslims. Crypto could be traded as a commodity if it upside the Sharia law and demonstrates a clear benefit. Muslims are forbidden from using cryptos in Indonesia. So we are absolutely not going to talk about religion, everybody, but so, you know, it's just a question, right? And I'm not the right person even to debate or ask, you know, but if you're a Muslim, you know, and so now what? You are going against God right now? Make sense, everybody? This is those, and remember, this is policy. You know, it's not something that John Wayne or somebody from the street tells, you know, this is policy. Make sense? In the same way you have government leaders, the same way you have religious leaders, like, you know, Christian religion, you have the Pope in Rome. If Pope comes to Italy and says that the Christian God forbids, oh, but this is BS talk, I know, but it could happen, okay? And the Pope comes and says, you know, Christians, you know, you are going to hell if you buy Bitcoin, you know. What are you going to do? And believe me, you are going to see something on the chart. Make sense? Somebody could say, I mean, again, you know, I am not a professional in cryptos, but from the lazy thinking and understanding, this is something to be considered. Make sense, everybody? In my humble opinion, you know, the maximum I can tell you, we are having a great result from the portfolio management models. Okay, otherwise, I'm like you, everybody. Make sense? Okay, let's talk about the markets. What currency pair, everybody, do you want to check? What are the questions? Forex expanded, so we have ADA, BET, Bitcoin, Dash, Link, Matic. Then we have file Open Crypto 2. Give me a second. So we have EOS, TRX, XLM, Yearn Finance, Avi, Bitcoin Cash, right? And otherwise we can go to TradingView, right? Because Dukascopy is using TradingView too, right? We have Cardano, Tron, IOTA, Omisego, Ethereum, Waves, Polkadot, Bitcoin Dollar. Okay, so let's start with the low chart. Where are we? Crypto mixed. Let's start with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin. Paul, hello, how are you? Shiba Inu, please. Paul, what's the question? What? And Paul, you know the you know the answer already, right? This is Shiba Inu, everybody. Forex unfortunately doesn't have it. Now let me check. I don't want to be unfair, right? Let me check if Forex has Shiba Inu. Cryptocurrencies, Monero, Uniswap, Shiba Inu. No, we don't have it. Okay, Forex, I'm sorry, we don't have Shiba Inu. We are going to use TradingView. Okay, so Shiba Inu is here. Looks like volume is coming in. Paul, so what? Right? I love you, everybody. Remember, I am against trading the cryptos and I am against timing the cryptos. Okay? If you want me, Passion, help me to time. You are not in the right place. I can help you to time the Forex market, but I'm never going to help you time the crypto market. Why not, boss? Because it doesn't work. That's why. Okay? Make sense, everybody? I'm telling everybody, we can have a conversation. This is not a course, fair enough. This is not a course. This is Crypto Thursday, but I am having this result from 1,000 to 9,000, no timing whatsoever, no timing. Okay? This is the lazy approach. We don't time the market, we don't trade the market, we just invest with some sound portfolio management strategies. That's all. Make sense, everybody? We can talk about Shiba, sure. Okay? Looks like volume is... So everybody... Okay, everybody, let's talk about Shiba Inu and let's talk about... I'm going to help you a little bit, right? Let's talk about the difference between the trader's mentality, and let's talk about the mentality, and let's talk about the investor's mentality. Investor's mentality. Okay? Let's talk about the trader's mentality and the investor mentality. Okay? And Joseph is saying, well, volume is coming in, so let's put volume in the chart. Volume, right? Let's put volume in the chart. And I said to Joseph, I said to Paul, so what? Right? So this is volume, right? And when somebody says, well, volume is coming in, what is this, a trader's mentality, everybody? Or is this the investor's mentality? What is the risk of buying $10,000 and hold for some period until profit of 50%? Great question. What do you think? And everybody else, it's a great question. What do you think? What is the risk? I'm going to give you the answer, but let's think together. This is not a course. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, and I'm going to walk the dogs again later, right? Today it's a free day. What do you think, everybody? So, number one, what is the risk of buying $10,000 and hold it for some period until profit of 50%? Is this a trader's mentality or is this an investor mentality? Or, trader's mentality, indicators, right? Indicators. Indicators equals timing, right? Does indicators, so this is the trader's mentality, this is the investor's mentality, indicators equals timing, And Paul, I'm going to give you, Paul, Miguel, and Ala, and Lucas, and everybody else, I'm going to give you, I have a great news for you, right? At the end of the crypto, come on, trading view, you know. So for charting, believe me, Forex is better, everybody. Okay. Indicators timing goes to trader's mentality or investor's mentality. So Paul, what do you think? What is the risk of buying $10,000 and hold it for some period until profit of 50? Everybody, what do you think? There is no right or wrong, you know, we have a friendly conversation, everybody. Make sense? Miguel, would you invest $10,000 in Shiba Inu and wait for the market to give you 50% of profit? And Paul, where is going to be the stop loss? Paul? Okay. Ala, would you invest $10,000 and wait for Shiba to give you 50% of profits? Lucas, would you invest $10,000 in Shiba Inu and wait for you to make 50% of profits? And Paul, would you invest $10,000 and let it go to 0.000788? So you invest $10,000 here at this price, 5511, and you get out at 700. Paul, would you do this? No trading, just hold. Well, this is not really, you know, make sense? I think it's risking more than making, you know. I just did invest. Okay, good luck, my friend. I'm trying to be a trader, not an investor. In the crypto market, Miguel? Hopefully not in the crypto market. Okay, everybody. So this is my. Let's talk about timing, right? Let's talk about timing. Okay. You know, Paul just invested. Well, and the question: what is the risk of buying $10,000 and hold for some period until profit of 50%? We don't know, Paul. We don't know what is going to happen. This market can stays like this. Okay, this market can stays like this for the next 5 years. This market can go down to, whoops, this, and don't tell me no, everybody, because if you tell me no, this market is never going to go back to 700, I'm going to ask you, how do you know? Do you have the crystal ball? Right? So this market can drop to 700 something. This market can drop and stay sideways like this for extended periods of time, and sure enough, this market also can go up, you know, to whatever 10,000. Okay, I just did 50% of my money. It's already in profit. Great, but you are a gambler, everybody. No, in general, very good, Miguel. So I'm ready to risk 50%. Everybody, you must, with all the respect, Paul, right? No offense, everybody. Okay. If so, what is trader's mentality? And let's talk about the gambler, right? Not gambler, everybody. Not in a bad way, you know. Gambler. Okay. So what is the difference between, I'm a gambler too. When I go to Las Vegas, everybody, I'm a gambler. I love, you know, but those are three different mentalities, everybody. You know, those are three different mentalities. Make sense? Yes, you're absolutely correct. Okay, thank you very much for being honest, everybody. You know, and what is the trader's mentality, what is the gambler's mentality, and what is the investor's mentality? The trader's mentality, the trader is going to, we're talking about professionals, okay, not beginners. The beginner trader is going to do stupid things, the beginner gambler is going to do stupid things, and the investor, the beginner investor, is going to do stupid things. Make sense? They don't have any experience whatsoever. Fair enough? Okay? Me too, back in time, beginner trader did all the stupid things that you can imagine. Beginner investor, back in time, I did all the stupid things. A beginner gambler in Las Vegas, stupid things, right? But what is the difference how a trader is going to approach Shiba Inu and the crypto market? How the gambler is going to approach Shiba Inu and the crypto market, and how the investor is going to approach Shiba Inu and the crypto market? The trader is going to use indicators. So the professional trader is going to use indicators, and he is going to put a counter trend line, something like this, and he is going to enter with the indicators, everybody, right? And he is going to enter to with some strategy or system. But as we talked about, professional traders, you know, most of the professional traders don't trade cryptos. Okay, why not? Because I showed you last week from Bank of England, cryptocurrencies, they have an intraday change about 20 to 40 to 70%. Make sense? But just the approach, the mentality to the market, you know, this is how the trader is going to approach, and he is going to base his approach to what he sees from the past, right? The professional one. Okay, Shiba Inu, it's not the best, but if Shiba Inu is going to fall more, okay, then the professional trader is going to say, okay, Shiba Inu is at past support, right? And now I'm buying, you know, Shiba Inu is at past support, and this is the counter trend line break, and now I'm buying Shiba Inu. So it's the same approach as in the Forex market. Make sense? But again, you know, we are not trading. Why not? Because we cannot have a 0.5% risk on cryptocurrencies. Make sense, everybody? But this would be just an example, by the way. This would be the mentality of a trader, how to approach Bitcoin, you know, Ethereum, Tether, Shiba Inu. Make sense? Now, here comes the gambler. And again, we are not saying gambler in a negative sense, you know, because gamblers are just people who love the rush, you know. Make sense? It's the unexpected outcome of what is going to happen, you know. We just bet something, you know. It's like you go in Las Vegas, right? You have the poker table, or you have the slot machine table, or you have the, I don't even remember the name, my English is not that good. If cryptos are not tradable, why are they included in a trading platform? Great question. What do you think, Miguel? Great question. What do you think? It's really a no-brainer. What do you think? Paul, Lucas and Ala, what do you think? If cryptos are not tradable, why are they included in a trading platform? You know, what's the answer? Why JForex you can trade the cryptos? Why? I don't even know the names, you know, but most of the, not all of them, but most of the trading platforms, most of the brokers, right? So it's not about the platform, it's about the broker. Most of the brokers online, right, and most of the investment banks, they allow people to trade cryptos, right? And you have then a gringo FXPassion from Brazil telling you, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, because people, friends and family are calling me, and some of them are crying over the phone. And I have some friends in the USA that they got a house and a Lambo with Bitcoin, but I have a friend in the USA who lost a house and 2 cars with Bitcoin. And I'm telling everybody, don't trade, don't time. Brokers take position against you. Most will lose, it's a service. Most will lose, absolutely yes. Brokers take position against you. No, they want to make money. Yes. So Miguel, why they are doing this? They gain commission. Make sense? When you every broker, every investment bank, when you buy or sell a stock, they're going to charge you a small commission. When you buy or sell a currency pair, they're going to charge you a small commission. When you buy or sell a cryptocurrency, they are going to charge you a commission. It's a business, makes sense? A la business, absolutely. Okay? And now that we are in a digital world, you know, you are 21, 22, you are Gianpaolo, 21, 22, and you are looking at 2 different brokers, investment banks, and somebody is offering indices, Forex, metals, and somebody is offering indices, Forex, metals, and cryptos, you know, and you are new to the financial world. Where are you going to go? Especially today that you are hearing, you know, Bitcoin and cryptos and Shiba Inu, you know. Make sense, Miguel? Does this make sense to you, everybody and Miguel? So comparing how is a gambler going to look and approach Shiba Inu and other crypto assets? And again, we are not talking about the gambler in a negative side, but it's a different approach. You know, a gambler is going to see a gambler is going to see Gianpaolo, who got the Ferrari, you know, and Gianpaolo entered Shiba when Shiba was 0.0000737 and topped out at 0.8000, you know. No, this is not the gambler, this is Gianpaolo. And Gianpaolo got the Lambo, the red Lambo in here. I do not have a straight answer, but I think it's more complicated than we think. It's really not, Miguel. It's really not. You can call everybody, and I'm serious, you can call Dukascopy or any broker and you can ask them, why are you offering this kind of services? You can call them, they are people like we are. Business is business, you know. And believe me, everybody, there are no conspiracy theories, okay? It's business as usual. It's all normal. Okay? So, back to the chart in here, you know, and talking about the gambler's mentality. So, the gambler is going to see Gianpaolo with the Lambo, and Gianpaolo got in here, and it went to 8,000, and the gambler doesn't care about technicals, the gambler doesn't care about the risk, the gambler doesn't care about the fundamentals, the gambler simply wants the thrill. Makes sense, everybody? Or in the financial markets, the gambler is going to bet on something without any fundamentals per se. Make sense? The gambler is going to see that Shiba Inu went from 700 to 8,000 and he is going to bet. Make sense? This is the gambler. And okay, you have beginner gamblers and you have sophisticated gamblers, right? So the sophisticated gambler, he's going to maybe time something. Make sense, everybody? The spread on cryptos is huge, making it very difficult to book profit. The spread is whose money, Paul? Great answer, Paul. The spread is whose money? Is spread a cost that it's up in the air, or is the spread somebody's money? Alice's business, yes sir. Right? Makes sense, everybody? So what's the difference between the trader's mentality and the gambler? The gambler can enter right now. Make sense? The gambler doesn't care about trend lines and and stochastic, and because he's a gambler. This is what makes gamblers gamblers. Make sense? When I go to Las Vegas, I don't care about, oh, I'm not looking at slot machines, oh, the ladies from the movies, the ladies, they're trying to get the jackpot for 5 hours straight, and I'm going to stalk her, the lady, and when she's out of the slot machine, I'm going to put my money. The gambler doesn't think like this, the gambler just wants to have fun. Make sense? Now, Paul, I don't know you, but I hope that that this 10,000, it's not all the money that you have. Make sense, everybody? I like you, everybody. Don't do stupid things because you are greedy. Make sense? Oh, you are so rude. Man, I've been greedy 20 years ago. I did the stupid things. Make sense? I had a lot of money, crashed down, and it took some time to recover. I did all the BS, stupid, moron things, And I had mentors and people telling me, don't do this. I didn't listen. Like still today, some of you are not listening, And finally, the investor's mentality, right? The investor's mentality, it's totally different, So the investor is not going to use. So again, we're talking about professional traders. We're talking about, I'm not sure if they're professional gamblers, by the way. Poker, it's kind of a skill. I have a friend who makes consistent money in poker. So, but gambler, it's a personality type. It's a mindset. Makes sense? It's how do we approach the markets. And other stuff too. So the trader is going to wait for some indicators, is going to try to time the market, is going to enter here, stop loss there, take profit there. The gambler not. The gambler is going to bet. And he's going to say, well, what the hell, I hope. So the gambler is hoping. Make sense, everybody? So the gambler is going to say, the trader has a system and a strategy. The gambler doesn't have anything, doesn't have a system or a strategy. The gambler is going to put the money, is going to say, okay, this is the bet, let's see what is going to happen. Make sense? True or not true, everybody? Maybe I'm wrong too, I mean, I'm not a psychologist, right? And the investor is not going to approach the market and Shiba Inu and cryptocurrency with the trend lines and stochastic and volume, So the long-term investor's mentality, if the long-term investor is going to see fundamental value, which the gambler doesn't care and the trader does not care, then he's going to enter in any given time. Makes sense? The investor, the long-term investor, is not going to time the market. Very true. Thank you very much for being honest. So the investor is not going to time. Now, I have Shiba Inu, but I entered here at 700, right? Passion, would you buy Shiba Inu right now for your portfolio? No. Why not, boss? Because I don't have the crystal ball, and based on the fundamentals, Shiba Inu doesn't have fundamental value. Make sense? And again, how do you know? Well, I don't want to get too technical, what is a meme coin and what is Bitcoin, but those are projects. Make sense? So we've been here, yes, Shiba Inu, but you have it in your portfolio, so you must know something. This is what we are teaching you, everybody, in the portfolio approach, in the lazy way. Make sense? You can choose some crypto assets because they are positioned from the portfolio model. Make sense, everybody? And how they say in the USA, when Elvis has left the building, then it's Make sense? When the train has left the station and Elvis has left the building, now this becomes what it's called the risk game. Not for the gambler, for the professional investor. Make sense? And I'm telling you, everybody, from 2 weeks ago, you know, always I keep repeating you, I have, you can believe me or you don't, right? It's your option, you know. But I have a few friends, like friends, you know. What do you mean, my friend? We don't lie to each other. We don't lie to each other. We don't pump our ego to each other, you know. Oh, you know, I am better than you. I have some professional traders, you know, professional investors too, and we are friends. And I also talked to a few analysts, bankers, investment bankers, you know, professional ones, you know, the old guys who are doing this for living for more than 20 years. Nobody had a clue that Shiba Inu is going to explode. Nobody. And fair enough, if you have somebody that knew, okay, please give me the contact, because I want to learn as an investor. How did they know? Make sense? But those guys, or in my opinion, right, in my humble opinion, those guys, oh yeah, I did know, you know, or they're going to lie, but they cannot lie to an old guy like me, you know, because I'm going to ask a few questions that make sense, everybody? So, talking from the investor's mentality, you know, this was the portfolio management model here, which we are teaching in the lazy portfolio. It's really it's still knowledge, right? But now it becomes a risk game. Make sense, everybody? And somebody's typing on the other streaming platform, right? It's saying, you know, Passion, but you said that investor doesn't care long term, you know, if the price is up and down. Now, yes, but you are confusing apples with bananas. Make sense? Why? Because Shiba Inu, it's not the same as Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, it's not the same as Ethereum. So now here is the trick, right? And then I'm going to give you the good news. Here is the trick. Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, XRP, Waves, Polkadot, Doge, and Ethereum looks like the same to the trader and looks like the same to the gambler. But those crypto assets absolutely don't look the same to the professional investor, to the portfolio manager. Okay, you are not going to have this kind of results, everybody, if, I mean, I don't want to sound arrogant, you know, we are trying to help you here, right? But you are not going to have the same result with, maybe I'm wrong too, you know, but I talk to a lot of people and nobody's showing me this. Make sense? You are not going to have, in my opinion, fair enough, you are not going to have this kind of result with the trader's approach or the gambler's approach. Make sense? I talk to a lot of people, really, and nobody's showing me this kind of investors, yes, but otherwise nobody's showing me this kind of consistency. Okay? Good news, everybody. We are giving you 50%. So some of you are sending emails, you know, Black Friday, and I'm answering to you, everybody. I'm not going to say any names because it's privacy. We are giving you 50% on the course. Okay, Black Friday promotion starting today. If you are interested, send me an email or contact me on Skype. Okay, now I'm not going to say the numbers because this is not the right time or how much it costs. Okay, just a quick information. So regular price, it's higher than $1,000, and the Black Friday price, it's less than $1,000. Okay, now is it worth this? Is it worth to invest less than $1,000 and then in in 6 months you come to, from 1,000 you come to 9,000. It's up to you, everybody. Okay, so you have the 50% discount on the lazy crypto portfolio, everybody. Okay, say if you're interested, not in here, this is not the right place, but if you're interested, send me an email or contact me on Skype. Okay, the next crypto billionaires and millionaires. See you next time. So stay strong and invest in crypto.